So this is a quick movie just showing you how we can use our batch process macro. Here is some DAPI cells. I've got a bunch of images in a folder that does this. So my first job is I'm just going to go macro, record macro, and say count DAPI. I'm then going to record the bright objects that I want to count, and I want to do a watershed split. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn on something called the data collector, and I want to make sure that it's enabled for count size and object count. And after I'm happy, I'm going to put collect now, and then the last thing I'm going to do is measure snap measurements, so I get a nice copy that I can keep. Stop recording. Cool. Okay, if I delete all, let's just delete all, and then we'll actually execute that again on a new image just to test my macro. So here it is, and let's just run that. Count DAPI. Cool. One image an extra bit. So that's a macro that would do the job over and over again. So let's have a look at the batch process function now. Let's just keep that open. And we'll delete all. There we are. And under my batch process menu, under the process menu, the first thing I have to do is add the folder images to process. So on my desktop is some images called DAPI images. And the macro I want to run, so I want to run count DAPI. Cool. Okay, so that's fine. I can change the script file if I want. And also, I created that image with the overlay. I want to save that as well. So now I press run, and you actually tell you here that in the folder there was no JPEGs, but there were 8 TIFFs. That's quite handy as well. So this is now doing it on every image in the folder, adding my count to my data collector, which can then be output to Excel. Very quickly, just processing through. Okay, nice. Once I've got that, I've obviously got my folder. I can just close up here. I have my data here for each object in there. I have account data. I can have area, whatever I want to have. And you also see now I have a folder called processed. So maybe I want to look at this image here and say, okay, here's the processed image. Which is pretty nice. The data collector can also be set up to include the name of the image as well. So we can just add that across as well. But it'll delete everything that I've just done. So there we are. Cool. So in fact, if I just run that again, only takes a few seconds, and you can see now I have the name of the image reference to the count or whatever data I want related to that. Okay, I hope that helps. If you need any more information, please contact your local sales office or dealer or tech support. Thanks very much.